Hey guys, welcome back to Ben & Brewing's channel. If you haven't been here before, we do product reviews, tutorials, and we have a live chat feature on our website to help you through your Brew Day 911s. Today's video you can see is a little bit different. The holiday's just around the corner. We kind of wanted to get into the spirit of things and talk about the 10 gifts that we recommend for either the brewer in your life or maybe for you. Let's check it out. All right, so this video is one that we were actually planning on doing last year before the holiday season, but we didn't get around to doing it, so I'm excited to be able to do that this year. So we've got 10 brewers gifts that you can get for that brewer in your life, or if you are a home brewer as well, you can get one for yourself. We're gonna go through them very quickly. I'm not gonna go into great detail on them, but we're gonna go least expensive to most expensive. All right, first up is a yeast farmer by Homebrewer Labs. Now, we did a full review on this a couple of weeks ago, maybe a month or so ago. This is $15 from Homebrewer Lab, and all this stuff will be linked down below. Some of them will be affiliate links, some of them won't, but I just wanna make sure you guys can get this stuff. The yeast farmer is a sterile filter lid that goes on a mason jar, and it makes it easy for you to make starters or reuse yeast in the microwave and do things very quickly with the sterile inline filter. This thing is a game changer. Definitely need to check it out. Next up on our list is a hop or mineral scale. So brewers definitely need something accurate they can use to measure ounces of hops or grams of minerals if they're doing any sort of water treatment and things like that. This is actually an Anvil scale that I bought a number of years ago. Now I can't find this anymore, but I did find one that is pretty much exactly the same thing on Amazon for about 20 bucks. This thing I've had for so long, and it's been super accurate and lasted a long time, so I definitely recommend a nice portable scale like this, easy to throw in with your brew equipment and weigh out everything accurately. Next up on our list is another product by Homebrewer Labs. This is his Float It 2.0. This is about $25, again, link below if you want to purchase it. This is a double filter floating dip tube that is damn near impossible to clog. Everything is stainless as far as the construction. It will last you forever, and Trong even includes extra gaskets and things in there in case you wear them out or need to replace them. Has medical grade silicone tubing on it. This thing will last forever. Once I put it in one of my kegs, I then purchased basically more to put in all the rest of my kegs and my fermenters for pressure fermentation. This thing is a game changer. If you've got a brewery in your life or you don't have one of these in your brewery, you need to get one. Next up on the list is actually another product by Homebrewer Labs. This is their picnic tap. What's unique about this, and some of you that serve off of picnic taps know how badly these things tend to foam, and it's because you don't have a long line of tubing to slow the beer down or add resistance to it. Trong has actually invented this. This little inch of space has a coil inside of it that replicates like 8 feet of beer line. So you get nice smooth pours without a ton of foaming, even with a keg under full pressure of like 15 PSI. If you're going out to serve your beer from keg and you don't have time for a long serving tube, this thing is a game changer for serving beer on the go. The other thing that's nice for too, if you're pressure fermentation, if you're doing it in a keg or it has the keg posts on it, this is a great way to take samples out of your pressure fermentation vessel without it spraying all over the place. This little picnic tap can be purchased from Homebrewer Lab for about $25. All right, up next is actually something that I wouldn't think would be as useful as it has been, but it actually really is. So if you can get a set of waterproof insulated gloves, and get the long armed ones, because this is so handy when you're brewing. If you drop something in the boil kettle or need to get something out, you can dip your hands right in and grab it out without burning yourself. These are also great if you like to barbecue. You can grab ribs or a turkey or anything off of the grill with your bare hands without having any sort of issues with burns or anything like that. Unfortunately, these that I've had for probably 10 years, they don't make anymore, but I found a comparable set, that link is below, for about $25. For those of you that are fans of using Star San, you know that you do not have to immerse your entire thing you're trying to sanitize in the sanitizer. What a lot of people do is they'll make up a batch and put it in a spray bottle. The problem is when you're doing a lot of brewing, sometimes your finger kind of gets tired out from having to pump that bottle. So I switched over to a pressurized pump bottle. It's a misting bottle. What's great about this is that you just put the pressure on it, you can gently mist, you actually go through less Star San by doing that. Now, Keep in mind, I originally had a green one that ended up dying, and I found out it's because of the acidic base that Star San is comprised of eats away at the parts. This particular bottle actually is designed for acidic chemicals. So for about $25, you'll get a very sturdy, this should last a long time, way to spray Star San to sanitize during your brew day. And if you're using it and mixing it with distilled water, it should last for a very long time. We're talking months and months before you have to make a new small batch. And speaking of Star San, I definitely recommend, if you got that brewer in your life, go ahead and get him a bottle of Star San. This stuff lasts a very, very long time. It does not expire, in undiluted form, that is. And every brewer would be absolutely happy to have a bottle of this. You can find this size on Amazon for about $29. Next up on our list is a gadget that pretty much every home brewer should have, and that's a refractometer. What's different about this particular one is it's by Kegland. It is actually specifically designed for brewers. We'll have a review video that's going to be coming up on this shortly, but a lot of refractometers you get, they do have your specific gravity and your bricks listed on there, like a dual scale, but a lot of those are still designed for wine, so juice. Kegland's refractometer is actually designed specifically for brewing. What makes it even nicer is it actually has, I don't know if you can see it on there, an LED light in it. So if you are doing night brew, or if you are indoors, you don't have to go to a window for sunlight. It'll actually light up your sample so you can read it without having to be in full sun or relying on your fluorescent lighting in the house, which can throw off the readings because of the color of the wavelength of light. So this is absolutely a great thing. The only way to get it though is you do have to get it on eBay. You can't buy it in the US normally, but this is one heck of a wonderful investment. You can find these on eBay for around $50, which when you think about a scientific tool, really isn't that much, and especially it lights up, it has a rechargeable battery in there, so you don't have to change the batteries. It really is a well-designed, put together, brewing specific refractometer. Next recommended gift is actually something that I feel is very important when it comes to cleaning your beer glasses. We did a video about this, I don't know, maybe a year or so ago. We go through a number of different methods for cleaning your beer glasses, and the winner that we've found works the best is actually to use Beer Clean. This is specifically designed for cleaning your beer glasses. It does an absolutely phenomenal job, and it's actually pretty quick, and they come out sparkling every single time. You can find a link for this below. It comes in different packages. You can either get the large tub like this, which is about $60. That actually might be for a 2-pack. The link will be below. Or you can get a box of individual sealed packets that you just shake up into whatever vessel you're cleaning your stuff with. But this will last a very long time because you don't use a ton of it. Speaking of measuring instruments, something that is absolutely invaluable is an accurate thermometer for a brewer, because you're always measuring your mash temps or your boil temps or your chilling temps, and you want to make sure that's accurate. The biggest game changer, the biggest thing you can have is an instant read thermometer. And we're talking within seconds, so you do not have to wait. The thing that we use that we love is a Thermopen. These things are about $100, although they do have sales right now, depending on where you buy it, but you can get these from Amazon for about $100. This is an invaluable investment. They're waterproof, instant read, literally instant read, super, super accurate. And I don't think I've ever had to change the battery on this thing. I use this for everything, not only brewing, but when I do barbecue, when I cook anything, this is my go-to thermometer. All right, and number 10 item on our list is the Tilt Hydrometer. If you don't have one of these in your brew kit, you definitely need to get one. You can get them for about $135. They come in a range of colors, and they link with the app on your phone. You can take instant gravity readings of fermentation throughout the entire process without actually pulling a sample off. It does use tilting and floating to measure liquid's density, which is surprisingly accurate and definitely gets you in the ballpark, which is perfect. They also make a booster if you are using this in a large stainless vessel to make sure the signal gets out, although to be honest, just using this on its own with the current Bluetooth signal in a fridge, in a stainless fermenter, we have not had issues getting signal. We're gonna get pretty close to it. It doesn't give you the full range, but it does work wonders. We actually have a couple of these that we use in our brewery. Hey guys, thank you so much for watching our video on our top 10 gifts this year for the brewer in your life. Let us know if you've gotten any of these gifts or if there's others that you would recommend. Maybe we'll include those in our video that we do next year. Catch you later, my friends.